Hi there, I'm Grey Hunter, and today we're going to take a look at Strategic Mind, Spirit of Liberty, a text-based strategy game set during the, Finnish Wars.
The Republic of Finland was declared in 1917 and established itself in a bitter civil war against communism. Now, 22 years later, Finnish independence is about to be snuffed out as the old enemy returns. The Red Army marches into Finland. The legendary Carl Gustaf Mannerheim leads the Finnish defense forces, under-equipped, poorly armed, and vastly outnumbered. Only high morale and skillful leadership can tip the scales back in Finland's favor. You will take the role of Lieutenant General Carl Lennart Osh, a talented Finnish officer and Marshal Mannerheim's most trusted commander. As the country's foremost defensive expert, lead Finland in the 3 wars fought on its territory throughout 1939 to 1945, and drive any and all invaders from your northern homeland, no matter which flag they're flying. Hold the line, General Osh.
Alright. We'll stay reasonable. I've played the tutorials, but probably going to be noob on this.
And so, the Soviet Union shows its true colors. Their troops have crossed our border in force. Gentlemen, the war that began in Poland has finally come to us.
The Soviets claim our troops shelled their positions near the village of Mainila.
An absurd accusation, and they know it. Our artillery was pulled back precisely to prevent an incident like that.
Exactly. They simply needed an excuse to invade us. Now, they've created one.
At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter who fired the first shot. Now we have to defend ourselves.
It does matter to the League of Nations. Our government wants to appeal to the League for assistance.
That's nice, but the League can't help Finland if there is no more Finland to help.
Just so. We must hold the line, General Osh. And you are the best defensive tactician we have.
You'll have your hands full, General. The Soviets plan to overwhelm us with sheer numbers.
A few more months to prepare would have helped. Our main defensive line is still unfinished.
Then we'll have to rely on your skill and the sisu of our soldiers. I am placing my trust in you, General.
I won't let you down. But that appeal to the League, I suggest you tell our government to hurry.
General Iro, give us a situation report.
The Soviet forces have broken through our border defenses. According to the field reports, they expect this initial attack to push all the way to Viipuri.
Well, they won't reach it. General Osh, you will make sure of it. Destroy the enemy's forward units. The time for diplomacy is over.
Understood, Field Marshal. Our soldiers will meet the enemy at Kainijärvi. The landscape there is excellent for defense. However, we can't hold the enemy there for long. My current forces won't nearly be enough.
I understand. You'll be reinforced at the earliest opportunity, but before that, the fate of Finland depends on your leadership. Do not let your country down, Lennart.
General Osh, strange enemy activity has been spotted at Patriki. Send in aviation reconnaissance as soon as possible to see what the Soviets are planning.
Understood, General Iro. I will give the orders.
Alright. So, this plays very much like a Panzercorps game, but as you can tell, quite more heavy on the story. Right, so aviation recon. After such a unit
Forces are comprised of both core and non-core units. Core unit strength indicator is green and round-shaped, and for non-core units it is yellow and hexagon-shaped. Non-core units are allocated for one mission only. while the core units will accompany you throughout the campaign. You will be able to level them up and provide them with new equipment. These units are the ones which should be under your primary protection.
I mean, it's got a 6 size, but I wouldn't really call that a hexagon. Alright, so. Reinforcements. So. I need to beat back, so offensive. I got aviation, recon, and retreat.
Ammunition and fuel icons next to unit strength will allow you to quickly get important information about it. If the unit is still able to move during the current turn, the canister icon will be green. If it can no longer move, the icon will be gray. Likewise, the ammunition icon shows whether the unit has attacked this turn. If the unit is low on ammunition or fuel, the corresponding icon is yellow. It becomes red once the unit has run out of it completely.
Right. But no aircraft. Dive bomber, then Bristol bomber. Okay, so in the tutorial I could click on
The tree is
someone.
good for assaulting the enemy positions after the artillery and air bombardment. It is also the best unit for storming cities, mountains, forests, and well-entrenched positions. A well-entrenched infantry is a tough target for the enemy assault.
Soldiers, form up. Don't lag behind.
See if I can get some recon on these guys.
This
Kill my
unit has heavy
scouts.
equipment. Units with heavy equipment cannot move if they do not have ground transport. Additionally, they cannot board air transport and can only disembark from naval transport at a seaport.
We hit fast, we hit hard.
Standing by for orders.
Recon patrol standing by.
Then you round the side and get a little bit more recon.
Tanks are ideal for a rapid offensive in open terrain. However, they are vulnerable in close quarters to the infantry units in difficult terrain, such as cities, mountains, forests, swamps, shallows, and well-entrenched infantry units.
Ready to do our duty. Moving
Move you up. See if we can get a bit more information on these guys.
for Finland.
I know these guys I'm supposed to be protecting, but you know.
Artillery is the basis of the firepower of your forces. It can weaken enemy fortifications to allow your troops to attack without heavy losses. It is also good for defense, as it provides fire support to the ground units within its range. However, its main strength is its long firing range, which allows you to destroy the enemy troops from afar. Remember though, artillery is vulnerable to aircraft attacks and in close combat, so it needs to be protected.
Not quite enough to kill everyone there.
brothers here, even the commies from Tampere.
No, the
Guns cleaned and ready to fire.
so you can
Relocating.
fire then move. That's useful. Keep you off in the under support.
Shoulder to shoulder, side by side. Understood.
Alright, left click to speed up the animation. Everybody has moved. Those guys took a hit. Taking the enemy tanks. And scout
Damage is
units.
indicated with the numbers above the unit being attacked. For grounded,
I asked you to conduct aerial reconnaissance, General Oesch. General Oesch, an opportunity presents itself to capture some Soviet vehicles. Our scouts report that there are several disabled Soviet tanks currently in Korkanmaki. Capture those tanks before the Bolsheviks get them back on the road.
We could definitely use some armor in this army. Thanks for the tip. I'll see about paying the Bolsheviks a visit.
Don't like stealing enemies' equipment. Right. 10 turns to do that.
All
Artillery.
I need is a Bofors gun in a line of sight.
anti-tank artillery is effective against tanks and other hard targets. Your best tactic when using anti-tank artillery is to position it next to your other forces to provide them with fire support versus attacks from enemy tanks.
We'll stop the enemy advance.
Ready to do our duty.
Alright, that's much better.
We do our scouting on foot.
I hope
If you
Beware
hit
the
him,
fire support of the enemy artillery if you attack enemy troops with an artillery unit nearby.
that was good range.
Can't hide from us.
tank ready for duty. Prepare for combat.
Soldiers of Finland, pick your targets.
Artillery standing by.
Got anything you can fire on?
Anaheim leads us. Try not to make too much noise.
Try not to attack with the scouts just yet.
Pick your targets.
Right, because he's fled.
Long-range recon awaiting orders. Shot landed on target.
That gets me some intel data.
Beginning patrol.
All city, forest, and mountain terrain offer much better protection from enemy attacks. Right-click an empty hexagon to learn more about its terrain.
Right, working. Oh, it's up at the top.
Civil Guard is here.
You can still move, but you're fine. Everyone is shot. Hopefully you won't take too much damage from that racked up tank. Seem to be doing me a favour. Alright. Like they call it a border crisis.
Tank killer crew.
You have selected an entrenched unit. When a ground unit finishes its turn while still being able to move, it gains 1 level of entrenchment. The unit can have up to 6 levels of entrenchment. Each level of entrenchment increases all defenses by 1. The unit loses all levels of entrenchment when it moves. Naval and aircraft units cannot gain entrenchment. Each attack against an entrenched unit reduces the entrenchment level by 1.
First to meet the enemy.
Tank killers on the loose.
Alright. It's a target apparently.
Quality over quantity, I guess. We fight like our fathers did.
The Soviet offensive has been repelled, Field Marshal.
Excellent.
Excellent work, General Osh. This gives us some time and we must use it well. I'm sending you some reinforcements as we speak. Assume the command.
And your
Your next task will be to capture the airfield near Mustamaki. Take it from the Soviets and we'll be able to send in the Air Force.
Whatever you send, I won't say no to it. We're dealing with an invasion here. I'll give orders to capture that airfield.
Yeah, either of these are going to cost me.
Target in sight.
Oh, not too bad.
ready to roll out. Push it. We don't have all day.
Not like in the cutscene if I'm going to explode. Alright, okay, that's fine.
We're all brothers here, even the commies from Tampere.
So at the moment we've got a frost thing, which means we're all minus 33. Building up some...
Armored vehicle
Oh,
reporting.
there's the flipping aviation report. I clicked the wrong button.
Artillery standing by.
So you'd like to move up?
Relocating.
Reconnaissance is extremely important in an offensive, since it provides you with full intelligence information regarding the presence of enemy forces, thus making your attack more
Way up
effective.
there.
A reconnaissance unit can move several times per turn, as long as it has move points left. Once the reconnaissance unit notices the enemy, it automatically stops and they can move again. If an enemy surrenders to your reconnaissance unit, it gains full information about all the enemy units nearby.
Right. These guys need to pull back.
Greetings, General Osh. Our intelligence service reports that the Soviets have recently captured a warehouse in this area, one we couldn't evacuate on time. We cannot afford to waste valuable army equipment like that. Retake the warehouse at the earliest opportunity.
Thank you for the information, General Iro. I will see what I can do.
I hope my training was enough.
That's not a good place to attack, is it?
We do not miss. Commencing fire mission. Armed and ready. Executing fire order.
Recon automobile standing by. On our way.
This will try and cut their supply line. Still be coming supplies down that way, but there we go, got some intel data.
I hope my training was enough. Let's
Pull you
waste no
back.
time. First to meet the enemy. Slow and steady.
He says as he zooms around the corner.
Your unit has been withdrawn from a supply zone. The delivery of supplies to the unit has been stopped. The supply zone is marked with a white box symbol in the upper corner of each hexagon while the unit is selected.
We'll flatten them.
Soldiers, form up. Enemy taken care of.
They surrendered, that's more
Don't
prestige.
lag behind. Shoulder to shoulder, side by side.
Civil Guard is here.
Alright, not in a good place to reinforce.
Finnish artillery reporting.
Here's the
We're
artillery
all
up.
brothers here, even the commies from Tampere. Prepare for transportation. Free our home, our faith, and our country. Open fire! Death to all invaders!
Alright,
Try
we'll
not to
take
make too much noise.
that.
We do our scouting on foot. Men, we've got company. Securing the location.
Our aircraft
The airfield is ours, Field Marshal.
Ooh, that's gonna make a
Anaheim.
difference.
Good to hear. Our combat aviation is now under your command. General Ush, the time has come for a counterattack. You need to recapture the city of Raivola. That will serve as a cold shower for the Reds.
It will be done, Field Marshal Anaheim.
Alright, so after attack you can move these guys out.
We bring the heat.
fighter planes are vital for gaining air superiority. Keep your fighters close to allied aircraft you want to protect, and they will provide fire support. Fighters are able to attack ground targets, although with low efficiency. They can use the Overwatch breakthrough skill to counter enemy anti-aircraft fire and clear the way for tactical bombers.
Shoulder to shoulder, side by side.
This is just supply depot slash, isn't it? Yeah.
Standing by for orders.
Probably just gonna end turn actually.
Over our land, we won't be bitten. En route.
An anti-aircraft unit is a powerful and versatile weapon. Its main purpose is to protect your forces from enemy aircraft by overwatch, fire support, and direct attack of the enemy. However, it can also effectively combat ground units. Large caliber anti-aircraft artillery is a good weapon for destroying enemy tanks.
Infantry standing by.
Alright, let's end the turn. There's the AA, there's an enemy bomber, which is coming around my fighters. Nice that they didn't get fighters till I did. Very helpful. Right, so this is the warehouse I need to get, isn't it? 7 more turns to blast through.
Civil Guard reporting for duty.
Move you up to here.
You have captured an enemy supply point intact. It can now be used to supply your troops.
We'll keep the sky clear.
The pride of Finland.
Bring down some rescue bombers.
Finnish Air Force is here. We drove them back like you knew we would. Standing up.
Alright.
Commencing the attack. We forced them to retreat.
Excellent.
Tactical bombers are flying artillery and a great tool for wreaking havoc on any enemy troops, although you have to be careful of the anti-aircraft units Overwatch and fire support. It is better to scout the enemy positions before sending in bombers. Do not leave your tactical bombers without protection. Remember, they are a prime target for enemy fighter planes.
Affirmative. We'll smoke out the defenders.
There we go, we have taken that.
Quality over quantity, I guess.
Now, if I come in behind this
Push
thing,
it. We don't have all day.
it can't attack me. That is behind it. I'm just driven in front of it, have I?
At once, Commander.
I just drove in front of it because I'm an idiot.
Tactical bomber reporting. Stand still now.
I'll knock it out with some bombers.
Payload delivered.
There we go.
Coordinates received.
The pride of Finland.
Armed and ready. Understood.
We're all brothers here, even the commies from Tampere, guarding our lands from Hanko to Petsamo. Squad, on the move!
The accents are a bit strange, aren't they?
Guarding our lands from Hanko to Petsamo.
Read you loud and clear, Control.
Guarding our lands from Hanko to Petsamo.
You need to be in one of these squares with a hex to
Don't
repair.
lag behind.
You don't actually need to repair, so... okay.
Artillery standing by. Artillery relocating. Greetings from the Air Command.
Flying to coordinates. Hunters in the air.
Standing
Apart from the
by for
Blenheim bomber.
orders. Keep her on the course.
Of course, my main scout.
Hostile targets up ahead. Hostile targets up ahead.
It's fine.
We hit fast, we hit hard. We're on the move.
That is everybody in my force. End the turn. They are fleeing back towards that airfield here and landing. Likewise, the Recons pulled out their tanks. We get ambushed. They get ambushed. Right, I need to repair those tanks.
General Oesch, something absolutely infuriating is happening at Kivenapa. Eyewitnesses report a Soviet armored car with a loudspeaker mounted on it, driving around and spreading Bolshevik propaganda.
Didn't think anything could infuriate you, Iroh. But I suppose listening about the joys awaiting Finland under communism will get on anybody's nerves.
Precisely. Our people are more or less immune to that nonsense, but it makes the Soviet soldiers fight with added enthusiasm. For God's sake, get in there and shut that circus down.
It will be my pleasure.
They want us everywhere, don't they? Right, the warehouse is the more important job at this point.
Cold, wind or rain, we'll do our duty.
Greetings from the Air Command. Hey, Ivan, catch. Keep her on the course. Let's waste no time. I see the target. Hostiles are breaking off from combat.
Alright.
Stay alert.
Cold wind or rain, we'll do our duty. Hit and run.
Make them surrender.
Destroyed.
After that, we're going to need to bring up some artillery.
Finnish artillery reporting.
At
Understood.
least that's good for the places I can repair now.
Forward recon reporting.
Yeah, so I'd like you to move down to here, so he's got something.
First to meet the enemy. Rolling out.
I'd rather send you. No, I wanted to pull you
Push
back
it.
for
We don't have
repairs.
all day. This thing has a target painted all over it.
Free our home, our faith, and our country.
Everyone, move out.
Tank killers on the loose.
You know there's tanks down here, so let's move up to
Prepare for
here.
transportation.
Over our land, we won't be bitten. Understood. Moving. In pursuit.
Bring down that bomber.
We forced them to retreat.
Where's the other fighter?
Flying to coordinates. The sky is ours. Flying to coordinates. Weapons free.
No, these can't surrender. Nope,
Shut
that's good.
down. Steady course. No barrel rolls.
The enemy won't hide.
Okay, with you not
I'll be
moving.
seeing planes in my sleep for years. Orders received.
If the buffers up.
We'll run circles around the Reds.
You've replaced quite a lot of your damage.
Double time, people.
Long range recon awaiting orders. Leave no tracks.
Leave them there.
Civil Guard reporting for duty.
Conscripts. Need reinforcement.
Our guns might be old, but they kill people all the same. Relocating.
Okay.
The
Let's make a
enemy
good place
won't
next
hide.
turn. Heavy planes. Look, that's a heavily damaged bomber. They can nicely walk into attack range. It looks like they are. We
We
got
are unmatched.
enough fuel to come down and
Commence
you.
attack.
This target has the fire support of enemy fighter planes. It is costly to attack any enemy plane next to an enemy fighter.
except that when the enemy fighter is
Our
strapped
planes
one.
are falling apart, but we'll still kick your ass. One more kill.
Excellent. Next turn they're going to have to come in and land. Hopefully give them enough fuel.
Mobile recon on demand. Commencing reconnaissance.
Finnish artillery reporting. Ready to wreak some havoc? Almost out of bombs. Stay alert.
Yeah, plenty of
Almost
fuel.
out of bombs.
Your aircraft are out of ammunition. In order to rearm, the aircraft has to land in an airfield within supply zone. Carrier-based aircraft can use carriers as an airfield.
We've captured several Soviet T-26 tanks, General
There we go.
Alva. Thank you for the tip once more.
Splendid. May they serve you well in the field.
Take this airfield.
Standing by for orders.
A trip back to base.
That
is
make
in
life
order.
a lot easier in the next turn.
This thing has a target painted all over it.
Right. Spend some of my prestige to reinforce.
Tank crew reporting.
Long range recon awaiting orders. Men, we've got company. Moving unseen.
There we go, we found out where these guys are.
Tank ready for duty.
Commencing fire mission.
Soldiers, form up. Nothing will slip through, be sure of that.
They got through us, being shot at, apparently.
Anti-aircraft battery ready to wreak havoc. Let the Air Force chase them down.
We'll run circles around the Reds.
First to meet the enemy.
Already moved.
Don't make us draw the enemy fire, all right?
Yeah, you can't attack
All
very
I
well.
need is a Bofors gun and a line of sight.
You've already fired.
Infantry standing by.
I feel like we need you up here. Down here would be a much better place.
Move it, come on!
Executing.
go.
Shot landed on target.
Intel data.
Moving unseen.
We fight like our fathers did. Fall in line.
Marshal Mannerheim leads us.
There we go, we have taken another location.
We're all brothers here, even the commies from Tampere.
Okay, that seems pretty good. They all need to land this turn, but look, I've just taken a
Unit is on the verge of defeat. Send the unit to the service zone where it can be reinforced. The service zone is a 1 hex range around an infrastructure.
They just run onto the ice.
Armored vehicle reporting. Should we roll over them?
New
Oh
asset
yeah,
captured.
we should get extra points for
Aggressive maneuvering. Shot landed on target. Recon automobile standing by. New asset captured.
Almost out of bombs.
and
We're out of bombs. Acknowledged. We're out of bombs.
A trip
you're,
back to base.
you're low
is in
on
order.
fuel as well.
A trip back to base is in order.
Yes, I got it. Why do you think I spent so
Your
much time?
aircraft is running out of fuel. In order to refuel, the aircraft has to land in an airfield within a supply zone. Carrier-based aviation can use carriers as an airfield.
You can see kind of like the lines for the supply hub coming
This
in.
thing has a target painted all over it. Fire!
Be careful, the unit has just triggered an overrun skill. Every time a unit with an overrun skill defeats an enemy unit, it gains the ability to move and attack again.
They've all landed. The fort has got nothing to shoot.
We hit fast, we hit hard.
I've been manning this thing for days now.
Long range recon awaiting orders.
Armed.
That's me
and
actually artillery.
All I need is a Bofors gun and a line of sight.
Shoulder to shoulder, side by side.
They've got some serious defenses
Here
going
to
on here.
defend our homeland.
Can't hide from us. Taking aim.
Any orders for us? Rolling out.
Just keep moving up, I guess.
Civil Guard is here. Fall in line. Here they come.
We've got
Any
these guys
orders for
properly
us?
surrounded now.
Need a scout? We're on patrol.
That's a Russian supply point there I can take. Capture the warehouse down here.
First to meet the enemy. Anti-aircraft battery ready to wreak havoc. Let's be quick.
We'll flatten it. We are on our way.
Can't hide from us.
Shot, shot, shot.
Hunters in the air. Target sighted. Our
Do a little
planes
bit of
have
damage.
fallen apart, but we'll still kick your ass. Weapons free. Awaiting orders. Advancing.
At least they refueled quite quickly.
Finnish bombers ready for duty. Christmas comes early. Stay alert. Ready to wreak some havoc? I see the target. Hostiles are falling back. Stay alert.
And that's another turn done. You are fleeing towards my advancing forces. Excellent. Here comes another tank unit. That's a proper armoured push going on here.
Ready for a raid.
Watch out, it's anti-aircraft overwatch fire. It is costly to attack the enemy positions protected by anti-aircraft units. Try making a preliminary attack on the enemy anti-aircraft units to disable their overwatch ability before sending any aircraft squadrons to engage them.
Do you have the AA?
Finnish armor standing by.
We stay sharp.
You're going to take that supply point.
Commencing reconnaissance.
Come down here.
For Mannerheim.
First to meet the enemy.
Bomber squadrons standing by. Stay alert. Bomber squadron.
Attacks on targets covered by enemy anti-aircraft units can cost you the loss of aircraft.
If I go any faster, the plane will break up.
Target sighted. Advancing.
Tactical bomber reporting. Greetings from the
Oh, that's
Air
what I'm
Command.
looking for.
In pursuit. Weapons hot.
Alright, let's
Guns
lay some
clean
death down on these
and
guys
ready to
here.
fire.
No keeping secrets from us.
They surrendered.
Securing key infrastructure. We've bitten the Soviets out of all
Oh, there's the AA.
points, Field Marshal Mannerheim.
Excellent work, General Osh. Let the Bolsheviks know this war won't be a relaxing walk in the woods for them. Your leadership saved Finland from a terrible blow, General Osh. If the communists took Viipuri in a few days, all our defensive efforts would have gone to waste. I thank you on behalf of the entire nation of Finland.
Luckily, I've got turns left, so I can return to the game, and then attempt to capture the warehouse and do the propaganda mission.
Tank crew reporting. Fire!
If you know, prestige is useful.
Ready for recon duty.
Gonna just bring in another unit, apparently. I've acquired it. Now these guys can level up. Okay, that's good. There's more movement. Fifth strike, ground take. Oh no, they can't level up. Yeah.
Anywhere for a recon vehicle?
Oh, I've got 13 turns. We'll easily smash through the rest of this. Feel like getting some prestige now is probably going to be important. I think to advance into my area though, isn't it?
Bomber squadrons standing by.
Tank crew reporting.
Standing by for orders. We are on our way.
It's the ability to fire.
Reporting.
For Finland!
We've given the Russian propagandists their just desserts, General Iro. You were right. Without hourly reminders of their beloved great leader, the Soviets aren't half as fierce.
As expected, most of them are conscripts. The Bolsheviks are good at raising endless hordes of soldiers, but ultimately those men don't know what they are fighting for. Our soldiers do.
Bomber squadron standing by. Stay alert. Ready for a raid. Almost out of bombs.
That's a warehouse, isn't it? Yeah.
Ready to roll out.
We stay sharp.
Tanks are here.
Well, it's not
Almost out of
attack,
bombs.
eh?
Artillery standing by.
Civil Guard reporting for duty.
Here to defend our homeland.
Alright. Who else we got?
Almost out of bombs.
Not the bow
Enemy
first.
aircraft gun reporting for duty.
Got some Jaegers that can move up.
Come on!
We fight like our fathers did.
You've already fired, you've already
The sky is ours. Weapons
take hits,
free.
but I don't care.
Awaiting orders. A trip back to base is in order. Fighter squadron standing by. Enemy blown apart.
Armored vehicle reporting.
That means the next turn will be a lot easier when I smash my way through. So that's just
Guns
here.
cleaned and ready to fire.
Recon patrol standing by.
Get the prestige, killing them.
Shot landed on target. Securing the location.
This thing has a target painted all over
Now
it.
I get the prestige for taking all this lot. Oh, I just walked into his.
Tank ready for duty. Load the high explosive.
A trip back to base is in order. Flying to coordinates. A trip back to base is in order. We need to rearm.
There's plenty of fuel though.
I'll be
Fine.
seeing planes in my sleep for years.
Soldiers, form up. Understood?
Finnish artillery reporting.
Moving.
Recon patrol standing by.
Let's concentrate on taking this
Ready
thing.
to roll out.
Almost out of bombs. We're out of bombs. Almost out of bombs. Orders confirmed.
Armored vehicle reporting.
Target sighted.
There we go.
Unit neutralized. New asset captured.
You were correct, General Ira. A lot of valuable equipment was in that warehouse, and now it is ours again.
Glad to be of help, General Ish.
There's another area up there. That's we could
Cold,
always
wind or rain, we'll do our duty.
see what's up there.
Finished. Tank killers have arrived. Tank killers relocating.
Seem happy to be
Any
at war, don't they?
missions for us? Our guns might be old, but they kill people all the same.
Understood.
Forward recon reporting.
Right, and the turn.
We need to rearm.
Alright. He's back to the airfield.
We need to rearm.
At least there's a button that does that for you. That's very nice.
Target acquired.
We're out of bombs. We're out of bombs. Let's waste no time.
That's not probably reinforcements because we've pretty much won this. Let's do an air recon.
Tank ready for duty.
Verifying the enemy's location.
They've got artillery in there, 122 millimeter.
Anywhere for a recon vehicle? En route. The enemy won't hide.
First to meet the enemy. Load the high explosive.
The world is our firing range. Coordinates received. We bring the heat. Payload delivered.
There we go, one less artillery
Cold,
unit.
wind or rain, we'll do our duty. We'll keep enemy tanks at bay.
Guarding the
Oh,
sky.
this is the Yorkshire
We
accent.
fight like our fathers did. Tank ready for duty.
An American
We are
in there.
unmatched. Advancing.
Infantry standing by. Understood.
Took that one.
Forward recon reporting.
Reinforce you.
We're all brothers here. Even the commies from Tampere.
Finnish artillery reporting.
We are unmatched. En route.
That is everything. I took a little bit of casualties, but that's fine.
Here to defend our homeland.
What I should actually show you is the damaging. They've taken 1 damage into strength 2, so they need to fall off the front line.
Move it, come on!
But with the number of guys who are about to roll in,
We bring the heat. Coordinates received.
Tank killer crew standing by.
Christmas comes early. Keep her on the course.
Ready to do our duty. We fight like our fathers did. Tank crew reporting.
We'll stop the enemy advance.
Quality over quantity, I guess.
Swift and deadly.
you
We
get killed.
drove the enemy back.
Why? But we
Ready to do our duty.
conquered the last bit.
Artillery awaiting orders.
Quality over quantity, I guess.
Let's just end the turn and make a clean sweep of this.
Need a scout. Enemy unit neutralized.
Right, so the only victory points we lost were the attempts to take on the next, like the recon, because I didn't know the buttons. So, we'll finish the operation. We got 385 victory points. Gained lots of prestige. We only lost 1 infantry unit, which is pretty good. And gained a massive amount of prestige.
Brave soldiers of Finland. Our century-old enemy is attacking our country again. The soldier's trust in his leaders is the first condition for success. You know me, and I know you, and I know that each of you is ready to fulfill your duties until death. We fight for our home, our faith, and our fatherland.
I'll get into the next mission, then I'll call this one. Oh, actually, there's a campaign map. So, here we can have a look at our units. We can get upgrades. Now, she knows how much prestige it's going to cost me. T26. That's this is what it has. Could be upgraded. I'd upgrade it. It's the T26 better than the Vickers. But the both of us could go up to the pack for a small amount, so yeah. Scouts. Pretty good. No one here I think has got enough. Oh, the full observer has. The recon, oh, it's flashing star. Yeah. +1 spotting range. Better surrender sounds great. So now they're ground takers. Excellent. You can buy everyone extra equipment. We've already got winter equipment. Like our scouts down here are fully set out. Okay. He's an infantry guy. Capture 10 infrastructure, deal 20 damage to enemy infantry, and I can get him. But yeah, basically that's a bit of an upgrade path, that's good. Acquiring unit sounds like a good idea. Acquire another tank unit. And another Jaeger unit. I'll leave that for now because I don't know what's next. And I can talk to Osh. Okay. I can get more HQ skills. So all... Where's this out? Voluntary seal the deal. Okay. He already knows that one apparently. Ooh, frontline artillery. Yes. And this is where victory points are spent. New HQ skills. Several units perform a joint attack versus a single target. Sounds powerful. All units get the no frost. Huh? That sounds good. Everyone's northerners. There we go.
I've had a long career and I've seen methods of warfare change many times. The only constant is the vital role of logistics, the regular deliveries of fuel and ammunition. Disrupt the supply lines and you'll make even the strongest enemy helpless.
Right. Custom difficulty prestige, counter propaganda. All infantry units are 10% cheaper. Okay. This is where I start the operation. Oh. Hello,
The Russians picked a strange time to attack. Who in their right mind invades in winter, especially in this climate? Our men will weather the cold, but our vehicles may not. Make sure our motorized units all receive winterized equipment, or they won't be of any use.
That's a good point. Let's have a check. Winter equipment. Ammunition. Scouts. Get you some sappers, that sounds useful. Get you a Vickers machine gun. Sappers, winter equipment. I just select the box. You don't have winter equipment. I feel like winter equipment is a must for everyone during the Winter War. Here are my Jaegers. Getting you a mortar sounds cool. I don't want to do some ammunition. I think we should leave it at that for now. So, thanks so much for watching. Seems pretty interesting. Let's see where this goes. See you next time.